Looking at the fixtures and the schedule, 7 games in 20 days, including the one that's just happened on Sunday. How difficult is that? I mean, you've hinted at it there, but is there absolutely no chance for you to rest players and plan for 2 games hence then? You're literally game by game here, are you?
Yeah, game by game. If you look at the close proximity of the next 5 games, you get 5 games in 13 days. Like you say, we get Tottenham and tomorrow, Everton Sunday, Wednesday Liverpool, Sunday Manchester City, Tuesday Liverpool. So it's an incredible run of games, and that's a challenging fixture list at any time when you have a full squad. But with the numbers that we have, of course, it's extremely challenging. But one thing we've always tried to do is respect the competition and get on with it, and that's exactly what we'll do.
You heard Yerry Tielemans come back with a bang at the weekend in Premier League terms. I want to say how much do you miss him, but then that's that sort of playing down the impact of other players. What difference does he make when he is around and at his best?
Yeah, I think he was one of a number of players that played to a high level at the weekend, and Yuri gives you he gives you that experience, and his knowledge of the game inside the game is very good. I can rely on him 150%, knowing that he knows what he's doing inside the football game. So, and like I say, he's very effective and efficient in the game. He creates goals, he scores goals, and he's added a defensive side to his game over these last couple of seasons, which is very important, which makes him a real complete midfield player. So, now delighted to have him back. A great guy and wonderful player.
How about your next opponents, Tottenham? When they have played recently, what have you made of their progress under Antonio Conte?
Yeah, I think it's going to take time for Antonio coming in, putting the system in place. It always takes that little period of time. Of course, you can see the changes, and with very little training time. That's the other thing I may add. It's a very difficult moment to. It's not like pre-season where you have a period of 5 to 6 weeks to really ingrain your methods and your standards. But yeah, you can see the adaptation and how they're working. And Antonio's pretty much been a back three, and whether it's 3-5-2 or 3-4-3 in front of that, it's pretty much been that structure. So I'm sure over time he'll look to improve it and develop it. They've had a couple of positive results over these last few games, and they'll want to continue with that, I'm sure.
Harry Kane has a remarkable record against Leicester. He's been very quiet so far this season, but from what you've seen, are there little things that opponents are doing any differently that you can grab hold of to keep him quiet for another game?
No, but for me, he's a world-class player, Harry, and he has been for a number of years now. And when you have that quality and the mindset that he has, then you go into every game believing that you can score. So yeah, no, we have to do our very best to stop him. He's a big talent and been a real catalyst for Tottenham over these numbers of years. So yeah, hopefully we can keep it that way tomorrow.
When you look at those names and you see Johnny out with an injury, Chola Suunchu, Daniel Amati, I don't need to reel off the names, Brendan, but they're all central defenders. Of course, Wesley Fofana and, as you say, Daniel Amati not out out at the moment as well. That is a big proportion of one position that have been made unavailable to you and increased over the last couple of weeks. You said you had to be creative in your team selection, but how do you do that, I suppose, with almost a lack of central defenders at your disposal at the moment?
Yeah, it's seeing the players that we have, and we've brought in players that are multifunctional as well, that can play in a couple of positions. So we have to be able to assess that. But like I say, we'll always put out a team that'll be competitive, that'll be organised, and look to play how we want to play. So I've a great belief in the players that are available, that whatever team we put out will give us a chance to get a result.
Final one from me, Brendan, but Tottenham have had a bit of a turbulent week as well. How difficult does it make it sort of the task preparing to face them, whether you had COVID problems or not. They are a side who, I suppose, when you look at the players, it might be difficult to see who might be able to be selected for them, but also your preparation for yourself. It must have been a really tough week to prepare for a Premier League game.
Well, we've had limited time, of course, after Sunday where you're recovering, but we're certainly able to analyse footage of the previous games, and I think one of the things you look to do when you're preparing a team is looking to anticipate what team they might play, what changes they might make. I think with Antonio, the structure of the team is pretty much set in 3-4-3, and following his coaching career, that's proved successful for him. So we pretty much know what that will be. Then it's just a case of then trying to figure out the possibilities in terms of players playing in different positions. So, but whatever team they have, we know it'll be a team of quality. They've got real good depth in their squad, and they'll be be a challenge for us.